The point is, when you find yourself choosing between home and survival, the question, where are you from, becomes very loaded. A Syrian woman who I recently met at a refugee camp in Greece articulated best when she recalled the exact moment she realized she had to flee Aleppo. I looked out the window and there was nothing. It was all rubble. There were no stores, no streets, no schools. Everything was gone. I'd been in my apartment for months, listening to bombs drop and watching people die. But I always thought it would get better. That no one could force me to leave. No one could take my home away from me. And I don't know why it was that morning, but when I looked outside, I realized if I didn't leave, my 3 young children would die. And so we left. We left because we had to, not because we wanted to. There was no choice, she said. It's kind of hard to believe that you belong when you don't have a home, when your country of origin rejects you because of fear or persecution, or the city that you grew up in is completely destroyed. I work with kids who've seen their mothers raped, their father's finger sliced off. One kid saw a bullet put in his grandmother's head because she refused to let the rebels take him to be a child soldier. Their journeys are haunting, but what I get to see every day is hope, resilience, determination, a love of life and appreciation for being able to rebuild their lives. I was at the boys' apartment one night when the mom came home after cleaning 18 hotel rooms in one day. She sat down and Noor rubbed her feet, saying that he was going to take care of her once he graduated. She smiled from exhaustion. God is good. Life is good. We are lucky to be here. In the last 2 years, we have seen an escalating anti-refugee sentiment. It's global. The numbers continue to grow because we do nothing to prevent it and nothing to stop it. The issue shouldn't be stopping refugees from coming into our countries. The issue should be not forcing them to leave their own. Sorry. How much more suffering must we take? How much more people need to be forced out of their homes before we say enough? 100 million? Not only do we shame, blame, and reject them for atrocities that they had absolutely nothing to do with, we re-traumatize them when we're supposed to be welcoming them into our countries. We strip them of their dignity and treat them like criminals. I had a student in my office a couple of weeks ago. She's originally from Iraq. She broke down crying. Why do they hate us? Who hates you? Everyone. Everyone hates us because we are refugees, because we are Muslim. In the past, I was able to reassure my students that the majority of the world does not hate refugees, but this time I couldn't. I couldn't explain to her why someone tried to rip off her mother's hijab when they were grocery shopping, or why a player on an opposing team called her a terrorist and told her to go back where she came from. I couldn't reassure her that her father's ultimate life sacrifice by serving in the United States military as an interpreter would make her more valued as an American citizen. We take in so few refugees worldwide. We resettle less than 0.1%. That 0.1% benefits us more than them. It dumbfounds me how the word refugee is considered something to be dirty, something to be ashamed of. They have nothing to be ashamed of. We have seen advances in every aspect of our lives except our humanity. There are 65.3 million people who have been forced out of their homes because of war, the largest number in history. We are the ones who should be ashamed. Thank you.
Deux grands yeux amoureux écarquillés, ton visage contre le mien. Certains se sont faiblir. Tu sais que je vais sombrer. Certains ne changent pas. Certains se sont